Yeah.
You're darker.
I'm dark.
Do you have all your kidneys and shit?
Yeah, everything's in there.
Any scars?
No
Dude,
scars.
you look weird. I don't know why.
It's because I don't have shit in my hair.
He looks happy. That's what it is.
Alright, tell us the stories.
Huh?
Alright, you're boring.
You gotta get a... There we are. Gave myself a haircut last night. Got to make sure it looks good for the camera. So guys, welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys know what changes we're making at Complete Street. For one, this sign here, we got a new sign. That was cool, right? We've been practicing that for years. Finally, the magic trick worked. Now, not only did we get a new sign that's actually visible from the road. As you saw, the old sign, like, it's not very scannable. We're also improving our parking situation. And how are we doing this? With more space. So, let's go on inside. I'll show you what we're working on. It's a work in progress, so bear with me. It's locked. Let's go around back. So let's see. Now, I don't know if any of the lights are working right now because we're, yeah, some of them work. Look at that. Okay, so we're redoing the light system in here, but this location here, which is, right now it's housing 6 cars. We could fit a couple more in here. This is actually gonna be our dyno room. We're gonna put the dyno over here where these 3 cars are, and we're gonna epoxy the floors, make this the whole showroom. It's gonna be really cool because, like, it'll, one, separate the service side so the guys won't have to lose their minds when I'm dynoing from the dyno side, and it'll also give us extra room for parking and not have to throw cars around like every morning. We spend probably 15 to 25 minutes every morning and night moving cars outside of the shop and in just so we can work. We're hoping that this extra space will give us, you know, a little bit more, a little bit easier. That was interesting. So there's like, I don't know. Some of these switches work, some of them don't. We're putting up LED lights. You can kind of see they're bright. Don't look right at them. Ah! And what else? I think we have more. Well, we have a whole bunch of them right here. So this is going to be really lit up, but it looks like the breakers are off right now.
And this right here is going to be where the dyno is?
This is going to be where the dyno sits. You're going to have it like from, well, just how it is in the old, or the other location. You're going to have it like, so there's the lift, then the rollers, and shoot the exhaust right out back here. And you know, this lane will be open. This is a shorter unit than what our shop is currently in. It's a good bit. It's well over 1,000. It might be close to 2,000 feet less than we currently have, but it's still a good bit of space. We're going to end up just having the dyno here and then epoxy floors. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to epoxy them, like what colors they're going to be, but I kind of had this idea that like it could be epoxy white on this side here, and then black over here, and then I can tell people don't go into the dark. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm corny. I don't care. But, you know, this will be like showroom area. Obviously, I got my CTS-V here. We got my twin turbo C7 here, which, by the way, does run. It is alive and well. We just need to get her back on the dyno after fixing the oil pump stuff. And we made a couple other little tweaks while we were there. But I think that's going to be an upcoming video whenever I get it back on the dyno. We got my ZL1 over here that we just put a pulley on. That's also an upcoming video. In fact, it might air this week depending how things are going. We also have a CTS-V V3 that we're doing a couple tests on. We're working with Rotofab on this one, where we're doing an apples to apples comparison of the Rotofab intake on top of you know, the stock everything minus catback. It's got a catback on it, And that's going to be a cool little upcoming video. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get more into the comparison videos. So, you know, when somebody brings a car like this, you know, that's pretty much bone stock, we can test apart. We can test like the Rotofab intake, or we can test like, you know, a cold air inductions intake or K&N, and then quantify like which one's the best. We go with the same test conditions, so we standardize the tests across the board. And that's something that I really want to get into, and I think will be, you know, pretty cool for the future. So stay tuned for like this test, and the final one for my ZL1 is going to be coming up before we like go more into the engine with a custom CSP camshaft. The blower's off. We just put a pulley on now. We were at 665 to the wheels with the Kong Performance ported blower, snout, a Nick Williams 103 throttle body, Rotofab intake, and headers. And we just put a pulley on it to a 2.31, because that's what most people are going with, to see what kind of numbers we get down. I'm honestly expecting about 700 to the wheels, which will be pretty wild for you know, something that when these things came out was like 700 is going to be really hard to do without like meth and all this other stuff. Now we're, you know, seeing the true potential of these things, which is awesome. Oh yeah, we got offices. We got offices. The nicer bathrooms. Way nicer. I don't know if any of this stuff works. Woo, it works. Does this side work too? Nope.
This is great. This is straight out of the 50s.
Straight out of the 50s, that's right. Flooring people used to be in here, so you got floor on the floor, floor on the wall, you know. Not on the ceiling. That's ceiling. That's still ceiling. And we'll have another little office in here as well. This is where I'm going to hide from Alex when he bitches at me.
This is your executive lounge.
My executive lounge, that's right. Yeah, Alex wanted this place. He was like, man, I could take customers in here. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, it would be great. And I said, hey, are you paying for it? He's like, no. I'm like, then guess what? This is where I'm going. Man, you got something like, oh wait, no, that's just a glare. Uh-oh. Is that Alex? Holy shit. He found us! He found us! Yes, Alex?
The fact that you pay my checks amazes me.
Yeah, it's great. I was actually just talking about you, so it was really funny that you walked in.
Yeah, I want to hear what you were saying.
Yeah. I was like, this is where I'm going to go hide from Alex when he starts bitching at me. And then you found me.
It's like work. It's where you come when your wife starts bitching at you.
No, I go to the bathroom for that.
Yeah, but she can scream through the door.
I know, but I can just like, I can...
Turn the fan on.
So we got cool things like this guy. This is a car that we built a little bit ago. Now, in all fairness, we only built the engine. Like, he did a lot of the other stuff. Like, that thing's awesome, beautiful. Take a look at that interior.
Hey, buddy.
Look, this interior is insane.
This thing has air conditioning, man.
Yeah, of course, we got the rest of the stuff. Like, we're about to modify the ZL1 a little bit more. Hellion just sent us downpipes. I guess they saw one of our videos, our Nick's video, because I don't think we posted the last stuff. That's making good power, and it's going to make more. We finally hit the limit for the fuel system, but we're still going to see where we get with the downpipes. And of course, we got all sorts of fun stuff. We got the 74 Corvette. That project's wrapping up. It's still like a lot of nickel and dimey kind of things, but well, not nickel and dimey. There's still a lot of time consuming things, like little small shit that like going on, but you can see that this thing really came out nice.
The Walt Superchargers.
Yeah, Walt Supercharger. So we just put an LS3 in this G8. this ZL1 up here. It has a Procharger on it, or had a Procharger on it. We took the Procharger off. This is coming in another video where taking the Procharger off, putting our heads and cam on it, putting the Procharger back on, and seeing what kind of power she makes. And then we got Max working on an F-body over here. No, that is not Andy's F-body.
Project goes.
Yeah, F-bodies are kind of interesting because like they're not very easy to work on unless you pull the engine out. Then it gets really easy. And it doesn't take too long to pull the engine out. So that's what we're doing. So before you know it, that engine's going to be on the ground. Hopefully not like fall on the ground, but just there on the ground. So another cool build that we're working on is this Saab here. Yes, it's a Saab. Saabs are weird. Like the key is like in the center. It's not like a push button, it's just a key in the center. It's wild. But what we're doing with this Saab is we're putting a bigger engine in it, built transmission in it, a supercharger, basically everything that you can think of, that's what we're doing to this Saab, and it's going to be pretty wild when it's done. That's going to be a cool movie that you don't want to miss. So no video would be complete if we didn't have a problem. We got this Camaro that we just did heads and cam on. It also has a supercharger. Came in with the supercharger, we did heads and cam on it, and we just ran out of fuel system, so no video would be complete if we didn't have a problem on the dyno with the Camaro. You, Nick. And then, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up doing a fuel system on this thing and seeing what kind of numbers she puts down. And that should be pretty damn cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the update on what's going on with the shop right now. I know it's not our normal video of like stupid shit, but this is more like what's going on. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.